Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. Today, I'm going to be doing this look. It's just a very quick, easy Hollywood glam. The star of the show is the lips. I was inspired by JUICYJAS. If you don't know who she is a YouTuber that I follow. She's an influencer. I absolutely love her. She's from New Jersey. She's so much fun to watch. She does a lot of drugstore tutorials. So if you really are into drugstore makeup, affordable makeup, check out her channel. I'll link it in the description box. And without further ado, let's get started. I was watching a video from her last night and she was just doing like a simple makeup look that she loves to do. It's like her go-to look. And it prompted me to think of a makeup look I did a few years back, which is kind of more of like a Hollywood glam. And that's kind of what it reminded me of. So I was inspired to get up this morning and film this. So as you can see, my eyebrows and my eyes are all prepped and ready to go. So I just used the MAC Painterly paint pot. I think I just put it away. It looks like this. And then I did my eyebrows off camera. So we're gonna just go ahead and jump on in. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just like, cover my eyes with like a very, very light cream color just to kind of set it and to keep it all one color. I just used, this is my Makeup Geek palette that I made. And so I'm just gonna go in with this blank nude color here. I'm gonna actually mix that in this so it's not so yellowy. And then I just use a big flat brush just to kind of like even out the skin tone. So super simple. So it is a couple days after the whole Oscar fiasco, and it's definitely the talk of the town right now, for sure. I'm not gonna leave my comments on here or even talk about it, but it was, wow. That's all I have to say about that event. But you know, things happen. We're human. None of us are perfect. So, but there are consequences. So hopefully, you know, the consequences fit the, I'm not gonna say crime. This isn't a crime. Well, I mean, some people would argue with that. So technically it kind of was. So, you know, hopefully the punishment fits, you know, what he did. So I'm gonna just go ahead and jump in, and I'm basically just gonna use this super light brown color in the crease. And unfortunately, because this is a make your own palette, I don't know what color that is. Otherwise I would let you guys know. And so basically all you do with this look is it's just a simple brown look in the crease, and then it's winged, a winged out wing, and lashes with red lips. I mean, it is like that simple. So I'm just going back and forth, just kind of building up the color. See how it's just like a very light brown? I'm gonna go a little bit darker just because, you know, it's not quite the wash that I wanna see in the crease. So I'm gonna go in with this one right here and just darken it up a little bit. And then that's gonna be it as far as shadow. So it's almost Easter. What's everyone doing? I'd love to hear in the comments. I feel like with the pandemic, I don't know, the last few Easters, just not much really happened because we were all trying to just be safe and not come together as family. But I think what I'd love to do, I haven't even talked to my daughter yet, but it's just to have like an Easter egg hunt here at our house. We have a playground right outside our porch, so our grandkids can come over and we can hide the eggs somewhere around there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking that we're gonna do, but not 100% sure yet. So that's it for the eyes as far as shadow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just do my wing. I'm not really gonna teach you guys how to do it because I'm terrible at it. So I'm just gonna do it real quick. What I like to do though, what I can share is that I like to start on the end. I don't like to go all the way in because it kind of shuts off your eye, and I'm looking for a more elongated eye look. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just going to create a small wing here. And this eye seems to do much better for me. than my other one. So, okay, so there's that one. I really love this classic Hollywood Glam look. It's so easy and quick. And I actually haven't done it for a while. I think it was just perfect timing. Just a little further out here. Just to kind of match the other side. Especially since the Oscars just happened, so it's very, very fitting. So I don't usually watch it. And so this year, I decided to watch it only because because Encanto was nominated. I don't even really, I mean, I'm not going to say I don't like Disney movies. There's not a lot of Disney movies I like. But I loved this one so much that I just wanted to see if it was going to win. I was so excited that it was nominated. Encanto. It was just so good. If you haven't seen it, you have to check it out. All right, so now I'm just going to put on some mascara. My favorites is the Essence Lash Princess. It really gives you great volume. I'm just going to go ahead and put on some mascara, and then I'm going to put on my lashes off camera because it just takes a while. I've got to wait for the glue to dry and all that. And then after I do that, we will come back and we'll finish off with the face. So I love this mascara. I know I talk about it all the time, but look what it does to my lashes. I mean, I already have pretty decent lashes, so which I am grateful for. Technically don't have to wear lashes, but this look just calls for it, and you'll see the difference when I have my full face done with the red lips. It just really makes it come together. All right, so that's just the only coat I'm gonna do right now. And then let me put the lashes on and then I'll be right back. All right, everybody, I'm back. See how beautiful it looks with lashes? And wait till the whole face is done. All right, so let's jump on in. I'm gonna prime my face with the Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. I know I've been talking about this a lot. It's my favorite. I have really dry skin, and so I really need an illuminating primer. This little thing in the background, it's my cat Boots. Say hello to everybody, Boots. In the mornings, he loves to watch me put on my makeup. He'll just kind of sit in the background and just hang out. You know, I think it's cute. I watch a lot of other YouTubers and they all have their animals in the background, so I'm not mad about it. He can be distracting. If it gets in my way, then I'll have to take him off, but I love it. It's just very, see how it's very glowy, but it's like not too much. So once you put the foundation on, it kind of just like peeks out, so it's not overwhelming. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and use my L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow. I use number 203. I usually just put a little bit on my hand, and then I can just clean it up later. And now I'm just gonna go in with my beauty sponge, just tapping motion. So today, I'm gonna go ahead and share this. Today is my 28th spiritual birthday, and if you don't know what that means, that was the day 28 years ago, March 30th at 10 p.m. I had been studying the Bible for about 3 or 4 months, learning about Jesus and what he did for me. And I decided that I was going to make Jesus my Lord and get baptized. So I got baptized in the ocean at 10 o'clock at night. And let me tell you, in March, it was cold. I don't know how I got in there, but it was a moment I will never forget. The crazy thing is just like anything, as we get older, we forget things, right? I couldn't tell you who was there besides like the person that studied the Bible with me. Her name is Shauna. I'm just going to clean my hand. Obviously I know she was there. You know, my friends, my family didn't go. But I was young at the time. I was 19 years old. It was 28 years ago. And, but what I do remember is the way that I felt when I got out of the water, knowing that my journey with God was just beginning. And it was the best decision I ever made. And I'm not going to turn this into this, long religious speech or anything, but it's just a special day for me. And so I thought I would share that with you guys. And, has it been easy? No. Have there been times where I just felt like God wasn't there and wasn't hearing me? Yes. And quite frankly, walking with God is not easy. Jesus said that, what do we expect as believers? Do we think that it's going to be easy for us when it wasn't easy for him? No, it's not easy, but it is well worth it. And so I just wanted to publicly say that and give a shout out to my Lord and just thank him publicly for saving me from so much. I was 19 years old. My life could have went a very different route. But because, God reached out his hand to me, my life has been forever changed. And so, yeah, I'm grateful for that. So anyways, I'm going to get emotional because I'm going to ruin my makeup. Okay, so now going in with concealer. I actually like to mix because I have somewhat of a tan from Puerto Rico. So I mix my e.l.f. Hydrating Satin Finish Concealer with the 16-hour Camo Matte Finish because I don't like it to look too dewy and I don't like it to look too matte. So I just mix them both since the color's a little off right now. So just put a little bit of this, my T-zone. I'm going to add the other one. So yeah, that's what I'm excited about today. Just being able to worship God and thank him for everything that he's done. And the cool thing is, little do you know when you make that kind of a decision, what, your life has or God has in store for you. But because of that decision, I met my husband this July, it's going to be 24 years that we've been married. We met each other at this church where I was baptized and fell in love. We both were a part of the single parents ministry. I had a son who was, at that time, he was born in 91 and I was baptized in 94. So he was 3. I gave up my life for God. And a few years later, I met my husband. And now, 24 years later and 4 beautiful children. So just a little backstory, if you don't know my family, before I met my husband, I had my son, Dylan. He's my oldest, he's 30. And then when I met my husband, he had 2 daughters, Vanessa, who is now 35. At the time when we met, I think when we were married, she was 12. So we, knew each other for a couple of years before we were married. So she's probably 10. Well, no, she was born in 86 and I met my husband, in 96. So she was 10. And then his other daughter was 2 when we met, 2.5. She was 3 when we got married. And then, so we had, once we were married, we had hers. And then we got pregnant a month after we were married. I'm actually going to bronze up. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Cream bronzer. But right after we were married, we were married in July. And by September, I was pregnant with our son that we had together, Adrian, who is now going to be 23 in June. And so then we became a family of 4. And from there, we obviously were we have enough kids. We're going to stop there. But that's why we did get pregnant right away because, we were like, look, we already have, 3 kids. Let's just get it over with. We knew we wanted to have one together. And then, how expensive kids are. So it stopped there. So we had 4 total children who are all adults now. And my point in sharing this is that, all of our kids are Christians as well. So it's encouraging, you know, that God has just really brought me and my family such a long way. I'm just so grateful. Honestly, you know, having that type of relationship with my kids that, you know, we can talk about God. I'm going to contour my nose with the New Gasm Face Palette by Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, and just so you know, I was talking away. The bronzer I used was the Hourglass Ambient Radiant Light. But, you know, being able to have that in common with my kids and being able to, you know, when we're just feeling like, you know, the walk is hard and difficult, you know, we can call each other up. And, you know, the relationship when your kids are adults are just so much different. And I just love it. I just love it so much. So usually I'll just take my fingers, like, blend out the nose contour. All right, so for blush, I'm going to use the Milani Dolce Pink Rose. Whoops, almost dropped it. Just add a slight little pink to the cheeks. Nothing too major. And I love this because it's Dolce Pink, but I feel like it has more of like a peach. It's very summery, and I feel like with the look I'm going, the glowy look, it just really fits. All right, guys, we're almost done. So I need highlight. So for highlighter, I'm going to use my Flower Beauty highlighting palette. And usually when I'm doing like, if I'm doing like more of a bronzy look, I'll use the gold and this one, but I'm doing more of a pinky, so I'm going to use these two. So there you go. There's a little bit about my family. And then I'll just kind of go over the eyebrows too, like just kind of highlight the brows. So I'm grateful for the time in my life that I'm in. You know, we're empty nesters. Kids are all adults. You know, we have grandkids with our oldest, but not with any of the other ones. So I cannot wait to have more grandkids. Okay, so in the waterline, I like to add just a nude color. And so I'm just going to do that real quick. Just kind of like even opens up the eye a little bit more. This is actually starting to like get old. I think it's time to buy a new one. It's not showing up as much anymore. And I'm not going to put anything in the lash line. I'm just going to go ahead and just put some mascara on the bottom. And then now the star of the show, the red lips. All right. So the lip liner I'm using is Red Cherry. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm. I don't even know what this brand is. Italia Deluxe. I either got it in a BoxyCharm or I got it at the swap meet. I did buy a whole bunch at the swap meet, and they have some really good ones. I'm just gonna outline the lips and then this red lipstick. This I did get in a BoxyCharm. It's from Hank and Henry. It's pretty, it's got a little shimmer on it. A little shimmery red. And there you have it. It's the final look. I love it. Simple, easy, quick, and very glam. So, well, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I will link everything in the description box that I'm using. Thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube family. If you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe and click the notification bell. That way you are notified every time I upload a new video. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm very, very grateful. So if you like this, please click the like button and let me know what you guys want to see next. And stay tuned. Saturday morning is my reaction to Sam and Colby, The Conjuring 2. I can't wait. I've already started filming. And I forgot how good it is. So I love it. I just started doing it, and I think I'm gonna keep doing it on Saturdays for a while because people are liking it. And I want to put stuff on my channel that people like to watch. So I'm really excited about that. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.